the arrival of Chinese President Xi Jinping early this afternoon. The Chinese leader kicked off his two-day state visit at Rizal Park before proceeding to Malacanang. For updates, we have with us live Patricia Mangune. Patricia?
Robbie, it was an eventful first day for the two-day state visit of President Xi Jinping in the Philippines, where a bilateral meeting was held with President Rodrigo Duterte at the Malacanang Palace and 30 agreements were signed. Before noon today, Chinese President Xi Jinping arrived in Manila for his state visit to the Philippines. He was welcomed by Finance Secretary Carlos Dominguez III, Philippine Ambassador to China Chito Santa Romana, and Chinese Ambassador to the Philippines Zhao Jianhua. In his arrival statement, President Xi said he aims to strengthen China-Philippines relations and discuss regional and international issues of mutual interest. His arrival was also met with protests by militant groups held at the Chinese embassy in Makati. They condemned a possible signing of agreement they fear may be biased towards China, such as the joint exploration of the South China Sea. In the afternoon, President Xi led the wreath-laying ceremony at the Rizal Monument in Luneta Park, and marching alongside him was Manila Mayor Erap Estrada for the ceremony. President Xi then proceeded to the Malacanang Palace and received an official welcome ceremony. Both President Xi and President Rodrigo Duterte held an expanded bilateral meeting at the palace, and in Duterte's opening statement, he said it is a milestone visit from China's leader since the last one 13 years ago. Duterte added he is ready to begin a new chapter of Philippines-China relations, and he also hopes both countries build closer ties with continued respect as equals. Robbie, also held at the palace now is the exchange of gifts and a state banquet for the Chinese delegation. Robbie?
Patricia, what kinds of agreements were signed today, if any, or what would be the value, if we could put a value, to any of the deals or all of the deals that we expect over this entire state visit?
We have 30 agreements exchanged at the Malacanang Palace earlier this afternoon, Robbie, and these were received by the counterparts, cabinet secretaries of China and the Philippines. And we saw the list, and it is mostly on infrastructure projects, or these are memorandums of understandings on infrastructure projects, on education projects, also with trade and industry, as well as on maritime and oil and gas exploration. Robbie?
Okay, and what remains to be done tomorrow? What does the program look like?
President Xi, Robbie, also said that he is looking forward to meeting House Speaker Gloria Arroyo and Senate President Vicente Soto III, and that will happen tomorrow in the morning, and a photo opportunity will also happen for the delegation. And after that, he is already flying back to China. Robbie?
Okay, Patricia Mangune reporting live from Manila. Thank you for joining us on The Big Story.